Go on.
And I can do it on your wedding day and
All
your
right.
birthday.
Okay, well,
and the
we'll
day
see.
after.
Okay.
I've been in situations where he's been with you in a social setting. He'll call me after.
This is the biggest scandal that Sadia Khan doesn't want you to know about her. She preaches on her page and on her content that she's a high-value woman.
So off the top of my head, guys, we've had Derek Jackson, who was a relationship coach, who turned out to be a fraud, married and was cheating. We've had Fresh and Fit, who are basically single young men sleeping around and telling people that they can do the same, turned out to be frauds as well. We also had Kevin Samuels. Obviously, he's passed on now, so I don't really like speaking ill of the dead. But there were things that came out about him that would not be things that you would want to, I guess, follow if you were a Christian. And now on the internet, a lady called Sadia Khan is getting absolutely destroyed because whatever she portrayed to the internet is not who she is. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Guys, I appreciate you guys watching my video. Thank you so much. Please remember to hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark by the end of the year, so I'd really appreciate your sub today. Remember to like, leave a comment if you enjoyed the video, and share the video with your friends. So guys, on the internet today, there's a lady that I have seen, because I'm in the relationship sphere anyway. I watch all the relationship stuff that's going on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. It's impossible for you not to have seen this lady. So she's been quite prominent in the relationship area, and she has said some really good things. But guys, as you know from my channel, if you've been following me for a while, I'm not a fan of single people telling people how to get married. I'm not a fan of that, which is one of the reasons why I don't like Fresh and Fit, because not only are they single, they've never held a marriage. So what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Another one is Andrew Tate. He's another one who talks about relationship. He talks about other things. He talks about men being men, which is one of the reasons why he garnered such a following. But he also talks about the relationship side. But then, you know, he got exposed as well as somebody who is basically a pimp. That's the best way to put it. And one of the things that disturbs me the most about these people online is not just the fact that they're single and they're given dating and marriage advice, having not held a marriage before. The fact that young Christians are listening to them. Essentially, the things that they say have crept into the church. And as a result, I can see how some of the mindset in the dating scene infect the church, especially young people who are trying to get married, start to think in a certain way. I'm not trying to say, guys, that I am the best person to come to for relationship advice or marriage advice. No, neither am I trying to say that I am a perfect person, that if for any reason I became big tomorrow and somebody digs into my path, they won't find any skeleton. That's not what I'm trying to say. As a Christian, we're not perfect. We shouldn't pretend to be perfect anyway. Everyone has a past. I'm not saying that I'm better than these people. What I try to warn against is for young Christians to be very careful. Whatever you hear out there, it needs to align with the Bible, which is why some of the ideologies in feminism I don't agree with, which is why I always differentiate between old original feminism, which was, I believe, upon inception, was for a good reason, right? I wasn't there, so maybe there was something else going on. But from what they said, from what they wanted, I feel personally it was reasonable. It's a thing where you're given the choice to do something and then you can decide to do what you want with that thing. So for example, when a slave is a slave, he doesn't have a choice. He just has to do what he does. But if a slave becomes free and he loves his master and then he chooses to serve his master, he has now used his own free will to decide what he wants to do. And I think in my mind, that's what feminism did for women. Women felt that they were under the control of men, so they were given that freedom. And now, as a woman, you can choose to either do what the modern people are doing, or you can choose to do it the way it's meant to be done, which is to submit to your husband. My point is, as Christians, you should be checking that these things align with the Bible. Some of the ideologies in feminism, as well as the red pill and the manosphere, does not align with your faith. So following these people, and this is the thing, the Bible says it's the little leaven that messes up the whole lump. That means you just take that little thing, like that little tiny thing that's bad, messes up the entire tree and making the tree basically unfit for its purpose. A lot of times the enemy or the devil, as we would call him from the Bible, will give you a lot of good, and then he will mix in the bad. The Bible actually talks about the wheat and the tares. Young Christians, be careful who you listen to. Again, I'm not saying I am perfect. What I'm giving you on this channel is what I have experienced. I am a married man, I'm a father, and I'm somebody of faith. These are my experiences that I'm sharing. But I do think that if you're going to get advice about something, you need to get that advice from someone who is an expert, someone who knows or has been there. Personally, from all my years of marriage, when I look at single people, especially young people, not looking down on them, I look at them differently. I'm like, you have no idea what marriage is about. And that's basically based on my experience, because I know what I was thinking about at their age and the things that were the most important to me. And now those things mean absolutely nothing. I think to myself, I'm like, why was this so important? Why were you so passionate about this thing? That's what age does to you. And that's what perspective does to you. And that's what experience does to you. Time and chance happens to everyone. Be careful who you listen to. Be careful who you listen to. This lady now, she's lied about being a psychologist. She's lied about being a high value lady. She's lied about being married. We don't even know she's married now. She's basically a side chick to some rich guy who she's basically threatening the wife of the rich guy that she will do whatever he wants in front of her. And there's nothing she can do about it.
What are you going to do about it? I'll suck it if you have an attitude. And I can do it today if I want to.
Go on.
And I can do it on your wedding day and your birthday.
Okay, well,
and the
we'll
days
see.
after.
Okay.
I've been in situations where he's been with you in a social setting. He'll call me after.
This is the biggest scandal that Sadia Khan doesn't want you to know about her. She preaches on her page and on her content that she's a high-value woman. She can teach you how to attract a high-value woman if you're a man for thousands of dollars for one-on-one coaching. Let's see how much she values herself as a woman.
The main thing I would say to be a high value woman is always you have ability to reject attention.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
The third step towards becoming a high value woman, and this is genuinely so important, it's self-awareness. Now,
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
So she's a
only
divider.
one thing that all women want.
What are you going to do about it? I'll suck it if you have an attitude. And I can do it today if I want to.
Go on.
That's
I can do it on your
crazy.
wedding day.
In conclusion, guys, I really want to make it clear, I don't like taking pleasure in, somebody getting exposed. The point I'm trying to drive home here, it's for young Christians especially, because I remember a time where Kevin Samuels was going rampant among young Christian men. I remember a time when young lady was talking about feminist ideologies in the church. And I remember a time where even Fresh and Fit are being spoken about in the church. And these things are not meant to be found in the church. Some people who are not part of the church can clearly see these people are talking nonsense. And then we are getting deceived by them, or, I just don't agree with that. Look, this is a relationship channel. If you want advice on relationships, I would say to you that you have married people around you. And I've said this before in my videos, guys. You have married people around you. You have pastors, you have elders, you have friends, right? We have more and more young people getting married now. Some of them have been married 2, 3, 4, 5 years. You're single. Go to them, befriend them, and just ask them, how is this road you're traveling on? What am I expecting, like realistically? Because you can always hear on the internet somebody telling you that it's good. And you can always hear on the internet that somebody's telling you that it's bad. But you form your own perspective based on what you're prepared for. It's preparation that makes the difference. Personally, I'll say it again, single people should not be given advice about marriage. You've never been married. What are you doing? And for everything else, if you haven't ever done it, you should not be given advice about it. This works for everything else in life, and somehow we think single people, like young people at 19, 20, 21, are on the internet talking about how marriage should be and how you should treat your husband. And no, I don't believe in that. But I could be wrong. Let me know what you think in the comments below. It looks like the story of this lady is just getting started. So it looks like she's still getting exposed even more for things that she's done and said in secret. And this is what, the Bible teaches us. Everything done in secret will eventually come out. but this is what the world are doing. We expect this from the world. We're meant to see things happening and be like, yeah, we know what that is. That's how we're supposed to be. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What do you think about this scandal? What do you think about this lady? Have you ever watched her? Have you ever seen her? Do you think this is true, or do you think this is fake? Do you think that you've always known about this? You've always known that she was like this, or actually this came as a shock to you? And what do you think about my thoughts around young Christians and how we should be responding to certain content that basically opposing to our faith? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Guys, before I go, please remember to hit that subscribe button. Help me get to that 1,000 subscriber mark by the end of this year. I'd really appreciate your sub today. Remember to comment, like the video, and share it with your friends. I'll see you in the next one.